Hey everybody, welcome to episode 39 of Round the Twist. It's May 5th. Oh, no, it's not. It's May 12th, 2010. Oh my gosh. I lost a week. Okay, I lost a week. It's May 12th. May 12th, 2010. Decided after last week's little chipmunk on speed episode, we're going to go a little bit slower. If I have to split this into two parts, so be it. Because I have a lot to talk about this week, and I'm very, very cold, so I had to make myself a mug of tea because I actually have to switch my sleep schedule around because of a meeting tomorrow. An 8-hour meeting. Pity me. Please pity me. I don't know how I'm going to make it through the day tomorrow without copious amounts of caffeine. So, well, hang on, let me get a sip of this. The tea is actually from Upton Tea Company. I think it's uptontea.com, and it's an herbal tea called Vanilla Honey Bush. It's one of their Rui Boost teas, and it's fabulous. If you put honey in it when you have a sore throat, it's like nectar of the gods. It's fabulous. I'm just drinking it straight tonight just because I can't have coffee because I need to sleep. But moving on to what I'm knitting. First thing, what's on the needles? The Glynis Sock. The second Glynis Sock. I left the first one downstairs, but here's the second one. I finished the cuff. I ended up doing the 20 rows of ribbing. I know last week I was at 2 repeats in. I did another 5. So I had a total of 7 repeats down the cuff. And then I got my heel flap done. I did my heel turn. I am all picked up, ready to start the gusset. That has been my TV knitting lately. So the baby blanket has kind of been on hold, but that's coming along. It's the Wollmeise 100% wool in the De-Austra colorway, which was an exclusive for the first spring fling, but is now available if you happen to catch one of Claudia's updates. I haven't caught one lately, but that's okay. I have plenty of yarn. I'm fine. I'm not going to run out of yarn. Still loving the signature double points. I'm using the size 2s, the 2.75 millimeter needles for the Glynis socks, but that's one thing that I've actually made quite a bit of progress on this week. Something I haven't made as much progress on, hang on, be right back, is the Modern Baby blanket. This is the one for my neighbors that are expecting the little boy in June. Yeah, I'm on to block 9, which is one of the 2 color blocks. So you have to kind of pay attention. You can't just power across the row because, oops, suddenly you've carried one color into the next bit. So I did modify it. I picked up the 126 stitches across the whole thing rather than the 108 the pattern calls for. I don't know why yeah, anyway, changed it, doing it my way. This is the whole thing so far. And I flip it 180. So this is actually going to be the bottom. And the one down at the big block at the bottom, down here, this will be the top. And then I'll pick up down this side, do one more color block section, and then do the ribbing. So I have to do 56 garter ridges. I think I'm like 1.5 in. So see how that's been slowing me up a little bit. Knitting this in the Knit Picks Comfy Sport on US 5s, which I think are like 4.0 or 3.75 millimeters. Sorry, I didn't write that down. But the Comfy Sport, for being cotton and acrylic, it is so soft and squishy and almost shiny. Like it doesn't hurt my hands the way that the Peaches and Cream cotton does. So if you're looking for something a little bit lighter weight for a summer sweater, this would probably be a good one to pick. It's also machine washable. But yeah, 4 colors I'm using in this. Marlin, Whisker, Planetarium, and Seafoam are the 4 that I'm using. So that's coming along. It will be done in time for the baby. And if it's not, babies don't outgrow blankets. That's the beauty of blankets versus sweaters. They take longer, but the kid can drag it around for forever. Next up, the Fling socks. So named because I started them at Spring Fling. First sock is done. Finished that at work last night. It is the Socks That Rock Lightweight in the colorway ST1, which is still available on the website. I linked to it last week and I'll link to it again. The pattern is the Hermione's Everyday Socks by, oh shoot, Erica Ludner, something like that. I'll link to the pattern. Free pattern on Ravelry, and I'm loving how this looks in like all the Socks That Rock colors. This might be like the next monkey for me. For those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that I did a ton of monkey socks a while ago, like 6, 7, 8 pairs. And this is like even more mindless, and I'm loving it. It's coming out so nice. I might actually go down to a 1.5 because these are getting a little bit big around, but I knit them on size 2s, the 2.75 millimeter needles, magic looped. I've started the second sock. It's here in my bag. Hang on. It's like 3 rows of ribbing. So not a whole lot done there, but I just barely got it started before I had to put it away. But yeah, those are coming along. Those are just kind of my mindless purse knitting that I have with me wherever I go. Pull it out for the 2 minutes you're in line at the post office or whatever. Makes the time go a little bit faster. Moving on. My dishcloths that I'm working on for my neighbors. These are on US size 8s. Oh, don't ask me the millimeter size. Hang on. I didn't write anything down this week. I'm very unorganized. I don't get that. US 8s, which is a 5 millimeter in the peaches and cream, natural, ecru color, whatever you want to call that. And I have finished the third one. This has become my mindless internet TV knitting. When my VCR is being stupid and not liking to tape stuff, so I'll just catch Lost or Castle or any of those shows on my computer later, like the next day. And I've just been knitting away. I actually finished the third dishcloth while I was watching the Amazing Race finale, which is very disappointing. The people I wanted to win didn't win, but I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen it yet. Anyway. So I'm 25% done on the dishcloths for the neighbors. I want to get a total of 12 done. That way I can hand them out at Christmas time or whatever. And I've got one more thing on the needles that I'm currently working on. And I know I promised I wasn't going to start my Shipwreck Shawl until, where did my, okay. I wasn't going to start it until after I had finished my Glynis socks, but I started. I'm sorry. This is the Shipwreck Shell that was in Knitty Spring 2009, so it's a free pattern available. Lots of people have done mods on it, so make sure you check Ravelry if you're planning on knitting it, because there have been some mods, things to make it look a little bit nicer, that kind of thing. I'm currently on my third set of size 4 needles, a couple different sets of double points. I did not do the simple ring cast on at the beginning because I got frustrated with it and threw it across the room at one point. I just did a long tail. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm using such dark yarn. I'm through the, right there's one of the strawberry sections. See right there where my thumb is? That little strawberry. And I am like 4 rows into the first time through the Bleeding Hearts lace section. I'll do the Bleeding Hearts section twice, and then the Madeira leaves pattern around the edge. This is in the Perchance to Knit 50/50 merino silk lace weight in the Midnight Rainbow Harlots, Midnight Rainbow Harlots Peacock colorway. The size 4s. Like I said, third set of needles. The first ones that I did. Oh, I opened this in 2 places. Oh, that's good. Okay. The first needles that I used were these Novi needles. Now, I think I got these in Decora when I was still in college. That is a very, very blunt tipped needle. And the knit 2 togethers and the slip knits were killing me. So when I bought my bead spinner, which I'll show you in a minute, I also bought a set of Susan Bates double points because the one size I don't have is 4s for some reason. I went searching through my needle drawer and I didn't have any 4s in double points. And I know I could have magic looped it, but I didn't want to mess with it. So a little comparison shot. The Novis on this side, the silver ones, and the Susan Bates. Yeah, it made all the difference in the world, just the tapering of the point and the fact that it's a lot pointier. And then I got to the point, it was too long on the double points. So I switched over to an Addy Turbo 16-inch number 4. I don't know why I have a 16-inch size 4 Addy Turbo. I must have bought it with something in mind, but heck if I know what it is. And we're at the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to continue this in part 2.